star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
To celebrate our nation, that was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. And a chance here to check out some stats for John Morant.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in at 2. Markkanen is out there with John Collins. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward. And for Memphis, Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Morant in at the point. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass.
And that one misses. Doris, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those 2 players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience.
Here's Edey. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Clock at 6. Jackson setting the pick here for Kennard. And Jackson throws it down hard.
What agility there. Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
Here's Markkanen. In the corner, it's Clarkson. And the 3-ball is good.
Yeah, to me, it's always a great sign when the 3-ball is falling for Jordan Clarkson.
And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
There has to be a willingness to take chances, jumping for steals, getting out in passing lanes, and all of that worked in their favor.
Now Sexton, following Jaren Jackson's 3-point attempt. Markkanen a screen on Morant. Pass to Collins. Left side Markkanen. Nice ball movement by Utah. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. His 3-pointers off the mark. Morant outside. There's Jackson with the 3. Again, the miss by Jackson. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Sexton on the wing. Kennard covering. Sexton's shot is good.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of steam, so you have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Pass to Edie. Now Kennard. 6 to shoot. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, guys who are known as shooters are always ready on the catch. Luke Kennard, rise and fire.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Sexton against Morant. Here's Hendricks. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Morant against Sexton. On the wing, Jackson. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Memphis shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
No good on the free throw. Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
And it's tied up with that one. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Morant against Sexton. Pass to Collins. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Here's Edie. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New Orleans.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Sexton against Morant. Sexton the pass to Hendricks. 5 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
Timeout.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
A moment to check out Ja Morant here.
The past month has been surreal, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Morant. Stolen by Collins. And here's the fast break. Goes up, and Markkanen throws it down.
This is a 7-footer with some big-time vertical. Markkanen makes that look effortless.
Memphis trailing here. Here's Edie. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Outside, Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. Kennard covering. Hendricks can't get it to go.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Jackson takes it off the glass. Jackson's got 6.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Sexton against Morant. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Markkanen. 5 on the clock. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Markkanen's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
But we know Markkanen can face up and make shots, but I love when he mixes it up on the interior. That's really good touch.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Heaney. Rebound, Utah. Last time they met was in Utah.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. Morant with the bucket.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Pass to Markkanen. Markkanen a screen on Kennard. Sexton with it. On the wing, Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. Over Kennard. Markkanen can't get it to go.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Chalk up 2 there. And now a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Well, you have to understand what the defense is doing. If they give you an opportunity to set up a teammate, Luke Kennard will take it.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Sexton the pass to Collins. Back to Sexton. Pass to Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists now in this one. Grizzlies have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. The 7th pick in 2017, Lauri Markkanen. Almost a throw-in that Donovan Mitchell trade.
That's incredible to think of now in the context of this guy becoming an all-star in his own right, Kevin. I mean, Markkanen is a 7-footer who's got efficient offensive numbers, like 50, 40, 90 type numbers. He is an uncommon talent.
Oh, boy, looks like he was injured there.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
The Jazz making a switch here. Sensabaugh is checked in. Jackson, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. And how is the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You look at Memphis. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on. And checking out Utah. Just need to take it a game at a time.
And when you look at Memphis, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Morant outside. Here's Heaney. The second effort. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Jazz trail by 4. To the left wing. That's good by Sensabaugh.
Well, the awareness of John Collins to understand my teammate's open, let me find him.
Grizzlies have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Morant against Sexton. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. Here's Caldwell Pope. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Morant against Sexton. Pass to Sensabaugh. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. So, Doris, for a coaching staff, what's the best approach to the second game of a back-to-back?
For me, Kevin, a back-to-back is about two things. It's about maturity, one, but you also have to manage both games. Look at the minutes of the first game and try to balance them in the second game, particularly when you're talking about your veterans.
And the first one at the line is good. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Edey. Anthony comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. Now here's Anthony. He picked up 12 points in their last one against New Orleans. Shot from the top of the key and all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Grizzlies lead by 3. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. And Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report. He can't hit that time.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Juzang, and the layup falls.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Pippen. To the middle. And the dunk by Jackson.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Juzang. It's good. This game is all even. Juzang's got 5 points so far.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now Jackson. To the inside. Clark. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Pass to Sexton. Here's Filipowski. He has yet to score. Martin with a screen on Pippen. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Kennard. Finished off the break. And it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Well, it's excellent recognition from Cole Anthony, but how about your offense working to get a man that wide open? Pretty.
Utah has gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Sexton with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Here's Sensabaugh. He had 16 points in the win against Washington.
Clearly a foul.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Shoot two.
And he makes the first. Some changes for Memphis. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Jackson. And Wells is subbed in for Luke Kennard. And a switcher also for Utah. George is checked in for Kenyon Martin. Both shots good from the stripe.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Jackson. And Juzang pulls it down.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Pippen against Sexton. Down low, Filipowski. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
So far, both teams scorching the nets.
Oh, he got it to go!
Wow, how about that?
Oh, incredible buzzer beater there, guys. This crowd is going wild.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies lead by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Memphis.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Let's find out the news on Lowry Markkinen. David, what's the update?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer of the Jazz gave us some information. The belief right now is that it's a high ankle sprain. Now, they're still running tests, but the swelling is making that a little more complicated. Unfortunately, they've ruled him out for tonight and likely for the foreseeable future. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. We've got George. He's out there with Colin Sexton. And it's Filipowski in at center. Here's Jackson. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
The open look here for Sexton. The shot's good on the assist by George. Sexton's got 5.
This is a shot Colin Sexton has worked so hard to improve on. Can he be consistent from three-point range?
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You look at Caldwell Pope. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
And that one misses. When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Now, Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And now the 2K leaderboard, a list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. Fifth best, the Grizzlies.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Anthony against George. Floats one. Anthony's shot is off. Utah trailing here. Inside, stolen by Pippen. And here is Wells. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans. And yes, it's good. Clark's got his third bucket of the night.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
Jazz trail by 4. Sexton with it. It's George on the wing. Anthony with the defensive effort. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Outside Jackson. Clark a screen on Sexton. Just 3 to shoot. Pippen, no luck. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to George. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside, Sexton. Here's Sensabaugh. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 5 assists tonight.
You like seeing that from Colin Sexton. He's got to prove he's more than just a scorer.
And Anthony's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Clark a screen on George. Here's Anthony. Here's Clark. And slam dunk by Clark.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Jazz trail by 3. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Juzang. 3-pointer. Grizzlies with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Takes a 3. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edey's checked in for Brandon Clark. Jackson comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's John Morant in for Pippen. Pass to Jackson. Here's Wells. The Grizzlies with another miss. Utah's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. In the corner, Collins with it. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And it's a 3-point Utah lead.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Morant against Sexton. Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Morant's got his second basket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
There just seems to be this innate, nuanced understanding of the game when you grow up around it. That is Cole Anthony in a nutshell.
The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Stolen. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson, one of those spark plug guys. You know you can put him in the game, and if he's got it going, he can ignite an offense.
First trip to the line for him here.
And the free throws have been dropping for him at a rate of about 77% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Good on both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Clarkson against Anthony. Down low. Here's Jackson. That shot is off. Collins with some nice D. Now here's Sexton. He's coming off a 16-point game against Washington. Pulls it from the elbow. Here's Shibwe. Kicks it out to Collins. The Jazz again can't hit it. Memphis trailing here. Jackson in the corner. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Morant with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Good work there as it goes. Anthony's got it all tied up now for Memphis.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
Sexton against Morant. Pass to Shibwe. Clarkson against Anthony. Here's Shibwe. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Akini picks one up. The Jazz have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Shooting 2.
first free throw is good. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Santi Aldama's checked in for Edie. Luke Kennard comes in for Gigi Jackson. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Anthony. And Utah also making a switch. Hendricks is checked in. He hits both from the stripe. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Shots good by Kennard.
Well, Luke Kennard's bread and butter, right? The lethal outside shooter who doesn't need much space.
Sexton with it. He's picked up by Morant. Sexton kicks to Collins. Back to Sexton. Out to Clarkson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Sexton dishes to Collins. Now Clarkson. He has 5. Pass to Sexton. Here's Collins. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his 8th assist in the game. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Jazz.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Off's jacked in, and it's Jackson in for Wells. And Utah also making a switch. Sensabaugh is checked in. And the Jazz with possession here. They trail by 1. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, with the Grizzlies' injuries last season, there was a lot put on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s plate. Coach Taylor Jenkins says he loves the challenge and the growth opportunity. Jackson said, "You always work on everything. You work on your game because you love it. And if you get a chance to use it, great." Kevin, back to you.
And he's always working on his game. All right, David, we thank you for that report. Jazz trail by 3. Right side, Sexton. No good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And the Grizzlies shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Utah has gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Caldwell-Pope against Clarkson. Collins looking around. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D. Memphis leading by 3. Morant outside. Fires from the line, and it's Memphis with another.
And you want to prevent Ja from driving to the rim, but you gotta also contest him at the mid-range and just hope it doesn't go in.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 15.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Memphis has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Kennard kicks to Morant. Off with the layup. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Sensabaugh. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
first free throw is good. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Wells is checked in. So he gets them both. And here are the Grizzlies now. Here's Morant. 10 points for him. Pass to Wells. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by the Jazz. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Driving inside.
A little playmaking there from Collins. Nice to see him setting others up.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And here's Caldwell Pope. 1:29 left in the first half of basketball. Morant, right side. Puts up a deep 3. Missing that scoring opportunity, having a bad 3 for 9 shooting night. Utah leading. Pass to Sensabaugh. 1:03 left to play in the first half. Clarkson passes to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. The Grizzlies on offense. And Utah making a change here. Juzang's checked in. There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. Morant against Sexton. There's the screen. Now here's Morant. Defense right on him. Count it. Good.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
And the Jazz with possession here. They trail by 1. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Morant against Sexton. Pass to Collins. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Collins has got 7 points for the quarter.
Typically you see John Collins work the mid-range at some point. He's dialed in right there.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. 5 seconds left in the first half. Deep 2 from Clarkson. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got offensive rebounds as well. Get us some second chance at the basket. Just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Hello and welcome, everybody. It was a big first half for Ja Morant, and we've come to expect this.
Locked in offensively, getting to his spots, picking apart the D, scoring in bunches, Jets.
Great points. Get it? See what I did there?
We saw, Ernie. It just wasn't funny.
Now let's change gears and talk a little bit about all-star voting.
Man, we've talked about it so much, hard to believe we're almost at all-star weekend.
I'm interested to see which new faces make it this year. This first all-star game for a player really memorable. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Grizzlies shooting at 50% in a decent groove. We've got Luke Kennard. Ja Morant, he's out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And there's Jackson. And it's Edey in at center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. No good that time. Utah's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. In the corner, it's Clarkson. Good on the triple. Clarkson's got the first field goal of the second half for the Jazz.
We know Jordan Clarkson is a guy who likes to play fast. He's going to catch and shoot as soon as it touches his fingers.
Over in the corner, Caldwell-Pope. There's Jackson with the three. Another shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Is on Colin Sexton. The Grizzlies have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Edey. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Here's Hendricks. Pass to Sensabaugh. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And here are the Grizzlies now. Now, Kennard. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Edey. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And let's take a minute now to give a tip of the cap to the top rookie defenders in the NBA this season. Well, you look at Edey, one of the league's best, 3rd in steals.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Here's Sensabaugh. Kennard covering. Outside for Sexton. Here he goes. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Caldwell Pope outside. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one. And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. Clarkson on the wing. And Utah turns it over again.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's averaging 10 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Now here's Morant. He's got 13. To the middle. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And Caldwell-Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
And while we have a chance, how about the numbers for Jackson? And tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And trying to muscle up shots against him is tough. His body type makes it supremely difficult. Just a dominant rim protector all season. Sexton against Morant. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Clarkson. Second chance shot. Here's Hendricks. Another miss by Utah. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Kennard's shot is off. The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Caldwell Pope outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Kennard setting the pick for Caldwell Pope. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
Solid elevation there. A consistent point of release, and KCP with excellent shot mechanics.
Pass to Collins. Back to Sexton. Shoots over Morant. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Morant. Here's Heaney, and he goes in for the dunk.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
And Utah has possession. The Grizzlies making the shot. Hendricks passes to Sexton. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Sexton to stop the drought. It's deflected. And here's Morant. He's got 13. Here's Heaney. Now here's Kennard. Memphis moving it around. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Kennard. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, Jackson Jr. is an efficient rebounder, and he knows to send that one right back.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lauri Markkanen.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now, here's Sexton. He has 5. Clarkson outside. Back to Sexton. Morant with the steal. The finish, and finished off by Morant.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
Jazz trail by 10. Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside Collins. To end the run. Count it. Collins has got 10 points in the game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Kennard with the ball. To the inside. Edey. Back to Kennard.
Obviously, Luke Kennard, a guy known for his shooting ability. The southpaw, capable of stretching the floor and doing major damage from downtown.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Morant against Sexton. Clarkson right side. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Collins. That's short off the rim.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Kennard for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Kennard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Grizzlies.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Utah. Pass to Sensabaugh. Collins a screen on Kennard. Clarkson on the wing. Collins finds Sexton. Looking to get back on track here. Goes back up. Here's Filipowski. Plays it up off the glass.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Morant. He's got 15. Here's Edey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Is on Colin Sexton.
Yeah, easy call.
The Grizzlies have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And the Grizzlies with some changes. G.G. Jackson. He's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Anthony comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Pippen subbed in for Morant. And that one good from Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson has the kind of speed and athleticism to get out in transition and be a problem.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And we can look quickly at a group of rookies having a very good run. The top scoring first-year players in the NBA for the past 10 games. Well, you look at Edey, among the league leaders, 4th in scoring.
That's just an impressive scoring run. And, guys, I don't think he's done. He's got a lot more where that came from.
Pippen with it. Pass to Edey. Tipped away. Sexton with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Pull up Jay. And Utah again with the bucket.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
To the paint. And again, Utah around the court in transition. Now, here's Pippen. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Anthony's got 11 points.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Jazz trail by 10. And it's Sexton penetrating. Clarkson for three. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Now, Kennard. He's got 13. Pippen, the pass to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And now it's a 12-point Memphis lead. Here's Sexton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Free throw good, Sexton. ADB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. And he makes the first but misses the second.
Well, Colin Sexton, I mean, great athleticism, unbelievable quickness, but there is an intensity that pours off this guy nightly that you have to admire.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Here's Sexton. Grizzlies making the shot. Filipowski passes to Sexton. Out to the right wing. Juzang can't hit.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Anthony. Inside.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Jordan Clarkson. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And it's always nice to be able to bring a shooter like him off the bench.
Well, hard to win if you can't get points productivity, and that's what makes this guy valuable to that second unit.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
For the Jazz, Luke's checked in for Clarkson, and it's Keontae George in for Sexton. And so he hits both. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. 15-point game. Pass to Juzang from past the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Juzang's got 8 points.
What vision, what feel by Keontae George.
Here's Anthony. 13 points in the game. .157 left here in the third quarter. Clark with it. Shoots over Filipowski. No good from Clark. It's stolen by Anthony. Unloads from 13. And the bank shot is good. Anthony's got 7 points here in this quarter.
There are certain guys who know and believe they can be a top option offensively. Cole Anthony cooking right now.
George passes to Juzang. Pass to Sensabaugh. Clock at 6. Over Anthony. Grizzlies with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Hey, yo, right here.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Now you have to stay with the play when you feel contact because you get a chance for maybe a three-point play. In this opportunity, free throw coming for Mr. Cole Anthony.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Cole Anthony, a guy who has just tremendous feel for the game. He's obviously been around it from the time he was very young. Just understands where the ball should be at all times. Good passer, aggressive scorer.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Wells is checked in. Collier, he's checked in for the Jazz. And Anthony drops them both. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Outside, George. Pass to Filipowski. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Brandon Clark. That one is off. And the second free throw, good. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 13-5 run. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Anthony. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Jazz trail by 15. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Outside, George. Shoots over Pippen. Another miss by Utah.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Grizzlies out in front as they wrap up the third quarter with a 13-5 run. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Jazz trail by 15, and Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Sexton. He's out there with Keontae George. And it's Martin in at the 5. Home in the paint. Now here is Martin. Sexton finds Martin. 4 on the shot clock. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Outside Anthony. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
I love it when guards are willing to get on the inside and go ahead and make plays. Cole Anthony, a scorer by nature.
The Jazz shooting in this game, 45%. Sexton dishes to Martin. Over Clark. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Pippen, the pass to Anthony. Martin with the block. Here's Juzang. And that one, good.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Grizzlies shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Anthony looking it over. And here is Wells. From outside, off the mark. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here. You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
Shoot two.
That free throw missing. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Memphis. And he's good on the second.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Sexton against Pippen. Pass to Filipowski. Bagley with the rebound. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. Bagley kicks to Clark. Back to Bagley. Memphis moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good by Clark.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Collier. That one, no good. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
What's up?
That's good from Bagley.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Stevens is checked in. And Utah with a change here, too. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Collier. George against Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Cole Anthony mixing it up on the interior. Nice job drawing the contact. This guy is unafraid.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Anthony. And Anthony drops them both. And so often we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question, and it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
From deep, Sexton grabs the board. Sexton's got his 4th rebound in this one. In the corner, George with it. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Anthony against George. The drive by Anthony. Rebounded by the Jazz. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
Cole Anthony understanding my teammate has stolen it. Let me get out in transition and get an easy two.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Juzang. Morant against Sexton. In the corner, it's Clarkson. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
After hitting only one from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Here's Morant. A 15-footer, and that's good for 2.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Jazz trail by 17. Outside, Sexton. Here's Juzang, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edie's checked in for Santi Aldama. Luke Kennard comes in for Jackson. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Cole Anthony. And a switcher also for Utah. Collins is checked in. Pass to Edie. Over Collins. They grab their own miss. Edie gets the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Hey, right there. Sexton against Morant. Nobody near George. And Utah another 3.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Here's Morant, following the three-pointer by Utah. The shot will not fall. Collins with some nice D. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Collins. Juzang passes to George. Drills the three-pointer. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And so here's Memphis, following the three-pointer by Utah. Down low. Edie gets the bucket.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's Clarkson. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
Now, here's Clarkson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Zach Edey picks one up.
Well, you can see John Collins forcing the level of contact that he wanted. Just gets an opportunity to go to the free throw line.
Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for Wells. And so Collins nails both of them. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his 5th foul.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
Pass to Edey. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Jazz trail by 15. Fires for 3. Kept alive. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Well, tremendous scorers want to attack the offensive window because it's easy opportunities typically.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Sensabaugh's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Kennard against Clarkson. Pass to Sensabaugh. 6 to shoot. Left side Collins. Here's Morant. Hendricks pulls it in. Jazz trail by 13. Here's Collins. And finish off by Collins.
John Collins has tremendous vertical showing off right there.
Caldwell Pope against Clarkson. Here's Edey. Pass to Morant. And stolen by Sexton. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Hendricks. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. Good on the shot, and that shaved the lead to single digits. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 14 assists. And so here's Memphis. They have a 9-point lead. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. They get it back. Here's Edey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edey's got 13 points here in the second half alone. The Jazz on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. There's a screen by Collins. Sexton the pass to Clarkson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times. And that's after no turnovers in the first half.
And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Pass to Edey. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He told his players, "I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now." Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Jackson with it. Kennard on the wing. 5 to shoot. Back to Jackson. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Utah with the rebound. Sensabaugh's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. Kennard covering. To the left side wing. Shoots it up. And it falls over the rim and in. Sensabaugh's got 23. .158 left in the fourth quarter. Sexton against Morant. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And no problem for Morant that close to the hoop. Once he gets inside, he makes it look easy.
Jazz trail by 11. Clarkson outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. 5 on the clock. Outside Collins. Over Edey. Got a piece of it. Kennard, the pass to Morant. Outside Jackson. No good from outside.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions in the nice night it ended up being for Ja Morant.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Morant against Sexton. Morant scanning the floor, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Clarkson bounce pass. Sexton for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Morant passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Clarkson against Caldwell Pope. Pass to Collins. No one near him. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jaron. A young team, but you're going in the right direction. How does a game like tonight help you keep that flow?
It's progress. Everything is progress. A win you can learn something from. A loss you can learn something from. So we're taking every little bit of it, and we're just happy to get one at home today.
It's a step in the process, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now we present the player of the game, Ja Morant.